This is Renee Collins, and welcome to Overtones. Listening to the 13th broadcast of Overtones, being recorded, by the way, on a Friday the 13th. But there is nothing scary nor superstitious about the talent on this show today, except how scary good it really is. As we are singing between the lines today on WLXU 93.9 FM, Lexington Community Radio. And I am Renee Collins, your host, and I am joined, as I am each and every week, by the beautiful and talented Whitney Acke. Let's welcome Whitney Acke to the show, everyone.
Hey guys, thanks.
Yeah.
We have just listened to the sounds of Lexington's Brother Smith, who open our show each and every week with their hit song Happy Tune. And Whitney, how excited are we both today for this outstanding lineup?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Every week, Renee, I don't even know how you do it. It gets better and better.
Well, we do it together, and I'm so glad to have you by my side. Whitney and I are welcoming guests today who have a broad range of musical artistry and contribution to the local music scene here in Lexington, and we are so excited to present to you another edition of Singing Between the Lines today. Whitney and I are hosting some pretty amazing musicians who are singer-songwriting performers in the WLXU Lexington Community Radio studio for our special edition called Singing Between the Lines. And this show will not only showcase the talent of these incredible Kentucky musicians, but we are also exploring the reflective process that goes into the artistic effort of placing words on paper and notes on a staff. Whitney, my musical quizzes have been such a big hit lately. So, is everybody ready? Didn't know it was quiz time. Here's the quiz. I've got a two-part quiz this week.
Bring it on.
And the first one is this. Who sang these lyrics? I hope you don't mind what I put down in words. How wonderful life is with you in the world.
It's Elton John.
Thank you, Donnie. You are a winner. Let's give Donnie a round of applause. Donnie wins the right to sing later in the show. So who wrote these lyrics? I did mention it's two parts. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Who said it? Is that you, Kay? Kay answered it correctly. What did you say, Kay? Carpenters. Okay, Kay is a winner.
She gets Gene Simmons.
Thank goodness.
Kay Foley is here to take pictures for us in lieu of Warren, who is working on a movie set this month. So very good, Kay. Kay wins the right to take pictures today. How about that?
We are so thankful for her being here.
Yes, we are. So what we're doing here today for Singing Between the Lines is combining words and singing to demonstrate how wonderful life is with music in all of our worlds. So without further ado, join Whitney and I as we welcome our Kentucky starting lineup to the Overtones studio today. First up, Lexington singer-songwriter and a medical professional at St. Joseph Hospital. He writes a song every day. Let's welcome Donnie Bowling to the show.
Yeah.
From Pikeville, Kentucky, singer-songwriter and lead singer for the band Bek and The Starlight Review. Let's welcome Beck Smallwood to the show. Woo! From Richmond, Kentucky, he is a true talent whose music gets in your soul. Let's welcome Aaron Boyd to the show.
Yeah. Woo!
To cap off what will undoubtedly already be a plentiful bounty of music, friends, and fun. And to sing a song, we will have the 14-member a cappella singing sensation, the University of Kentucky Acousticats. Let's give them a round of applause.
Big Blue.
Yes, I like the Big Blue. Whitney, speaking of sing a song, there's been a whole lot of singing going on as of late at the Twisted Cork Red Barn open mic night, right?
Oh, it's out of control. I'm so blessed that it has grown so much, and definitely have to thank you and Warren Cobb and Ed Commons and the Red Barn Radio family for helping us get that all going.
Make of all this, Whitney?
I don't know, but I have to work on Sundays regardless there, and it just makes my work shift on Sundays so much better because I get to hear all these very talented people. I'm excited.
I totally agree. And we have Donnie and Aaron with us both today who have been on the open mic at the Cork show quite often. And Donnie, what do you like? What do you enjoy most about the open mic at the Twisted Cork?
Man, I tell everybody about this, and that's like the reason I love it so much is like it's not just like an open mic, it's a really good listening room. Like people pay attention and listen to the stories you have to tell, and it's just not like playing at, most places where people just want to, get boozed up. So
yeah, I totally agree.
For that.
Yes, and we're going to start a little earlier here going forward at 5:30. So if you're planning on journeying out to the Cork, we recommend an early arrival to sign up. And again, I mentioned we have a couple of our what I call frequent flyers on the open mic stage, in Donnie and Aaron being with us here today.
Days go by and I'm still stuck on the why. These friends hang around here, caught like a fly, running around towns and old bars we've been through before. Love inside their heart keeps them near. I know that it can't be the fear of running off out on the road, leaving home here, leaving home here. Spinning wheels just slows you down, pick up the pace. The ones that you keep in your heart, oh, stay in place. Inside my heart keeps them here, and with them I'll have no fear of running off out on the road and leaving home here, leaving home here, leaving home here, leaving home here. fear changing the road that you travel. You'll find love and it's inside your heart. You'll find strength in the ones that you carry with you, 'cause they're carrying you too. Your heart is their home. Your heart is their home. Your heart is their home. Your heart is their home.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Renee Collins, host of Overtones, which airs every week at this time on WLXU 93.9 FM Lexington Community Radio. And you've just listened to the most exceptional songwriting artistry of Donnie Bowling from Lexington, Kentucky. Join me in welcoming Donnie back to Overtones, everyone. Whitney, both Donnie and Aaron are going to be featured in an event that's very near and dear to your songwriting heart, aren't they?
Yes.
Tell our audience what's in store for that.
The first Monday in June at the Twisted Cork in Lexington, we are doing the Songwriters in the Round event, which we do 4 times a year. We pick a different regional charity each time to fundraise for in this event. And Donnie and Aaron both are on our lineup for the June performance. Yeah, we're really excited.
Well, wonderful. Whitney, what do you like about Donnie's songwriting style and his presentation?
You know, Donnie and I have had some conversations about writing. We know each other outside of this studio. And one of the things that we both value so much and I appreciate in Donnie is his authenticity. And the way that he delivers what he writes is very honest. And it's so important.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would you like to ask Donnie that you think our audience might like to know?
Well, we've talked about this. How do you get to that space? Is that like a conscious effort to get to that space of honesty when you're performing?
I think it just comes to you, you know, and as far as like, people can tell when you're fake, when you just write something just to be writing it, or because it rhymes, or because you want to make a #1 hit, so you got to add certain words into your stuff. So I think it comes naturally if you want to write what you feel and you don't want to, I guess, fool anybody. So that's kind of where the authenticity comes from. So
yeah, I think so. I think Donnie's right on. If performers don't think that people in the audience can tell when they're faking it, then they're a little bit foolish, because even people without musical background can automatically tell if they're getting the real, especially in singer-songwriter. I think in like commercial, what we call commercial writing, or in maybe writing that's done for just entertainment, it's not quite as important, I don't think. But in a singer-songwriter, yeah, the audience can tell. And the way to draw them in is to be honest and open and vulnerable.
For sure. And I think that's what's so good about Eastern Kentucky, is the way we're all brought up is we're all really honest people, hardworking people. And that reflects in our music, which is probably why we are such a hit, you know, musically. As a collective, Kentucky's just killing it, you know.
They are killing it. There's some of my favorite singer-songwriters right now are coming from Eastern Kentucky. And I think you're right. It's that rawness. And I've always said I would rather listen to someone who is honest and maybe like a little imperfect than to listen to someone who is like perfect pitch, perfect playing, but yet I can't connect because they won't allow me. Yeah, they won't allow
human
you.
element, yeah.
It can be hard.
Yeah, we have a lot of heads nodding in the studio today, don't we?
It's so important. I think a lot of singer-songwriters bypass that.
Yeah, I agree. And Donnie, what song will next delight and excite the eager, open ears of our wonderful audience today?
So this next one, it's going to be on one of my next releases. The song is, it's kind of just about like not wanting to see that everything's crashing down, but then you're okay with it. So I guess that's kind of where this one stems from. So if you've ever felt that way, hopefully you can connect with this.
Would you look there, girl? I've got so much left to give and time to spend finding ways to get by, bringing to the table insecure thoughts full of them. I know we just can't look right now. What's going on? It's alright with me. I've been locked up tight for so long now, could I come out? And he's been waiting silent by the door, panting, howling on the insides. It's time to let him out. It's time to let him out. It's time to let him out. Right now, what's going on? Can't look right now. What's going on? It's alright with me. It's alright with me. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright with me, yeah. Oh, it's alright with me. Oh, it's alright with me.
Thank you for being with us here today, Donnie.
Thanks for having us.
And we will be back after the break.
I'll never be more ready to sing along with you, to keep each other steady. Well, this is what to do. You listen to the rhythm and start moving to the beat. Come on, sweet music maker, let's give ourselves a treat. You sing for me, you sing for me, I'll sing for you, I'll sing for you. We need each other, yes we do. It takes good music every day to keep those lonesome blues away.
Let this whole thing burn right down to the ground and burn. Let this whole thing burn right down to the ground in this wasteland. Well, some of us leave and some of us stay. Some of us could never walk away. If you stick around, you're gonna see us because, like a tree, our roots run deep and burn. Let this whole thing burn right down to the ground and burn. Let this whole thing burn right down to the ground in this wasteland.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Overtones on WLXU 93.9 FM Lexington. And you've just experienced the singing and songwriting skills of Bek Smallwood and Kevin Harriman of the Bek and Starlight Review. And who else do you have with you today?
We've got Tim with us, the bass player.
I am so glad we have the whole band here today. That's just wonderful.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And Beck started out singing Between the Lines, defined by a little Methodist church in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. So let's welcome officially Beck, Kevin, and Tim to Overtones. Beck, what was the name of that first song?
That's Wasteland. It's a song about our town, Pikeville. Me and Kevin wrote together.
Well, wonderful. Your songwriting has been described as honest accounts of life, love, and heartache that reflect your real life experience. Does the audience typically tell you that?
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes we'll play a show, and one time this old man came up to me and he said, "Honey, I'm so sorry that your life is so sad."
And you say, I've done my job then, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Bubby's
it's
so
okay,
sad.
really.
Well, Donnie, you are friends with Beck in the band. What do you find to be most special about Beck Smallwood and her band?
I mean, I think you already hit on the topic there. I mean, we already spoke about authenticity, and they definitely bring that to the table. And they're all really, I mean, if you ever meet them, they're really nice people. I mean, you couldn't, ask for any better company. I think I knew Beck from high school. She talent show, I believe. Yeah, we both played. This was years and
That's
years
a great
ago.
story.
Yeah, right.
It's
we
a
both didn't
fantastic
lose.
story.
We need to have
We
some
both
film
didn't
footage
lose
of that.
We both
in
lost.
the end. We both lost.
Oh,
And
what
Kevin,
was wrong with those people?
man, they like cover songs. We wrote our own.
That's it.
Sorry. And I knew Kevin from when I was like 14 years old. He used to play at the old laser tag place with his band Clone Theory. So I mean, and that's when I first started playing music. So I thought they were wizards, making crazy sounds out of their instruments there. And I just met Tim. So Tim, we're gonna have a great time together.
Well, wonderful. Donnie, what do you think the audience needs to know more about Beck?
I mean, what do you think, Beck? I mean, you're the what you want to
That's a
portray.
good interviewing
Portray.
technique.
I'm a politician here. I mean,
I like
what
it.
do you want to portray to people that normally they don't see from you?
I think the most important thing to us is that we're really proud of where we came from. Me and Kevin talk a lot about just the Appalachian, the sound of where we're from, and it's important to us to be true to who we are. And you all talked a lot earlier about just how commercial everything is, and sometimes that's okay. There's a place for everything, but we really enjoy our real life. Coming to music. That's kind of our thing. Me and Kevin will get together and I'll say, I've got 3 lines because this week sucked, and here they are, and he'll say, well, here, we'll turn that into a song. So that's what's most important, I think, and unique about us is just that it's our life on paper.
Yeah, and you're proud and you want people to know where you're from.
Yeah, that's right.
I get that from you. Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking now, Whitney, that we have this segment called "This Is My Town," and we need to have back to sing
Exactly.
some of the songs about Kentucky.
You guys have an album,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, let's sing that song. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no,
we
it's okay.
do. Sorry,
They're back there figuring out their next song.
No, we got excited about
They just wrote
that.
a song.
Yeah, we in the green room. No, we do have we just released our record, and so Sunday in our town, Pikeville, we'll have a album release. So that's going to be super exciting.
Wonderful.
Where at? Where's it at exactly?
Jenny Wiley Theater in Pikeville.
What time?
It's at 6 o'clock on
Cool.
Sunday. So it's just, what is it, like a 20-minute drive for y'all to Pikeville? Something like that?
Only 20 minutes.
It's worth it though. It's worth it. You're gonna get some good music.
And it's just so wonderful that there's so much great music within about a 2 or 3 hour radius of where we're at. And we're just so glad to have you. Beck, it's been noted that you are equally comfortable delivering reverb-drenched rock and roll and Sunday morning soul. So on what end of the spectrum of that continuum would you place the next song that you're planning on singing for us?
It don't have too much reverb in it, does it? No, everything we do is, it comes from our roots. Like he said, we started out, we all met in a little Methodist church, and I think everything that we write has that undertone. But this song's about how much we love Kentucky, right?
Oh, wonderful. Well, can we get you set up to sing another one for us?
Yes,
do
for
it.
sure.
And we have next, I think, Beck, are you going to stand up for this one too?
I am going to.
She is the first person that stood up to sing on
I need-
Overtones, Whitney. I love it.
I need lung capacity.
Yes, well, I can appreciate that. Let me introduce to you all, once again, Bek and The Starlight Review.
Well, your mountains are my home, and my heart can never roam. 'Cause the grass is greener when it's blue, and when that fog settles down on this East Kentucky town, well, just know my heart's right here with you.
will be back after these messages.
Thousand miles from my home, with a head full of doubt and a heart like stone. Well, I miss my babies and I miss my wife. Playing these bars ain't much of a life. Mama called just the other day, said that Grandpa passed away. Sat in silence and I hung my head. Prayed to the skies for the tears I'd shed. Just one more day, packing up my bags and I'm on my way. Tomorrow night I'd be on the Mountain Parkway, 20 miles from my home and the place I'll stay. Wife and family say they're missing me. It won't be long until she's gone. Said it's hard being apart, but I guess she loved me from the start. One more day, packing up my bags and I'm on my way. Tomorrow night I've been on the Mountain Parkway, 20 miles from my home and the place I'd stay. 20 miles from my home and the place I'll stay.
Wow, Aaron. Welcome back, everyone. You've just listened to the incredible, insightful, and introspective songwriting of Richmond, Kentucky's Aaron Boyd. Let's welcome Aaron to Overtones, everyone. See, Mary's dad was here last week, and he gave me a compliment about my adjective use. And I've gotten a really big head over it last week. And I thought, you know what? That's always been a goal of mine, more adjectives, right? Because there's just not enough words to describe some of the songwriting that we're hearing and what we're actually witnessing here today. Aaron, I've been looking at your fan page.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And your fans say that you are a great musician and an even better guy, which I completely agree with.
They don't know me too well yet.
And that music is perhaps your primary language, with English being a close second.
Yeah.
And to make you blush more than you already are right now, one of your fans has said this: his voice and his vibe pair naturally with his baritone guitar, giving a tone and texture not found in other artists. Whitney, what do you like most about the music of Aaron
gosh.
Boyd?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. When I listen to Aaron, I just like I don't even know why exactly. I mean, clearly he's incredibly talented, but whatever his tone and his writing is really introspective. And anyone who knows me knows that that's like my lane. That's what I love. But it just makes you feel like I feel heartbreak. Like when he sings about heartbreak, I feel it.
Yes, I do
love
too.
it. I love it. I love the way it moves people. And I see it. It's not just me. I mean, we've watched him perform before, and it is just like a wave of like it's funny. Like at first they're like, who is this guy? And you can see him starting to be really quiet. And then by like, I don't know, 45 seconds in, they're like right on it. They like can't take their eyes off of him. They're right there with him in that
Mesmerized.
moment. It's magic. It really is.
So, Aaron, how excited are you to be on the, I guess, cast of the next Songwriters in the Round, which will be held at the Twisted
excited.
Chord?
I can't wait for it. It should be fun.
So, Whitney, what can you add to that? And how excited are you to have someone like Aaron
Listen,
join the cast here?
I'm always surprised when people say yes to that event.
Yes.
And I really don't know why. It's a great event, and it's really life changing. Chelsea Nolan would say, "The Songwriter in the Round changed my life." And
I've
I
heard
love
that
her.
from more than one of your artists.
We really are, and we're really humble in accepting those words from these people.
So, Whitney, what do you feel our audience's inquiring and open minds need to know about Aaron Boyd?
Well, I could like take from Bek and say, like, is your life really that sad? It is. He's nodding.
He's nodding.
Now I want to give you a hug. But one thing, and part of my role here is to like kind of dig into the songwriting and performance aspect. I'm like the songwriting nerd of Overtones. One thing that I love about Aaron and his performance, and I don't know if you think about this much, but your use of dynamics is superb.
Thank you.
I mean, you know when to hold back, and you know when to push forward in your lyric and in your performance. Is that something you think about, or is that just whatever you feel?
A little bit. I mean, like you were saying, when you're playing in a room, like if you get real quiet, you know, it kind of forces people to be quiet also.
That's true.
You know, so dynamics I think are very important.
Yes, so Aaron, thank you for being with us today. What musical entree are you going to serve our audience next?
This next one, a lot of the songs that I write are kind of they come from just things I've went through. You know, I usually only write songs when something's really bothering me. I guess like that's why I don't write happy songs. But this next one I wrote for one of my friends I grew up with in Powell County, and I could relate to him. Like back home there wasn't a lot to do, so a lot of us ended up on drugs, and so I've been a recovering addict for 7 years now. But this past year I guess he got in a hard spot and he took his life, and so I just dealt with that emotion by writing a song, and this is it. It's called Unreconciled.
Darkness has followed me through my days, and I couldn't see. Though the sky was bright and blue, now I hang my head, I lie awake in my bed, wonder if sun will ever shine. Mary, I just can't travel on. Part of me thinks that I'm wrong. Kiss my babies while I'm away, 'cause I got no home and I just won't stay. at my weary eyes like the darkest of the skies. I think I've had bad enough. Tried to ease my pain. I took a pill and hopped a train. And I dug my hole in frozen clay. Mary, I just can't go no more. Feel like my heart's lying on the floor. Kiss my babies, lie away. So I got no home and I just won't stay. Say my last goodbyes, my last prayer. Then I close my eyes. Giving all I've got to give. Honey, I made a bad mistake. Wasn't right for me to take. So much away, my sweet child. Fighting with life, unreconciled. Fighting with life, unreconciled.
We will return after the break.
The wind sings an old song in Kentucky, half remembered from some other time and place. It brings back now and then an old time feeling, left over from its never-ending race. Sing to me, Kentucky wind, sing to me.
First pitch is do, do. 1, 2, 3. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, doom, doom, doom. Oh, doom, 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 doom. Oh, doom, doom, doom. Oh, doom, 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 doom. Oh, doom, doom, doom,
Nothing left to see. If it hurts and you can't take no more, lay it on me. No, you don't have to keep it under lock and key. Love will never let you down. And if you can't stay, boy, your uncertainties, babe, I can show you how. Let my love, let my love, let my love be. Let my love be. If you're let my love, let my love be. If you're scared while you're out on your own, just remember me. 'Cause I won't let you go that alone. Lay it on me. No, you don't have So if you're hurting, then just let your heart be free. You got a friend in me. I'll be your shoulder at any time you need. Baby, I believe you can lay it all on me. Let my love in, let my love in, lay it all on me. If you're hurting, if you're hurting, lay it all on me. Lay it all on me. Lay it all on me.
Yeah, boy. Let's go. All right.
You've been listening to the University of Kentucky Acousticats. The Acousticats are a select a cappella ensemble from the UK Men's Chorus, specializing in doo-wop and a cappella pop styles. They have 2 CDs, from what I understand, which I found out were recorded by WRFL's John Clark, who was a guest on the show last week. And this is Mary, by the way. This is his daughter. I don't know if you all know John Clark, but we have with us today not only the Acousticats, but I believe you're their manager. Are you called the manager?
I am technically the business manager.
The business manager. Okay, well, we have a business manager on the show, Whitney.
Okay.
And we have Matthew Zola.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's welcome Matthew Zola and the UK Acousticats to Overtones, everybody.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Matthew, what can you add to that robust and vibrant rundown of your talents, skills, and expertise to our audience on WLXU Lexington Community Radio?
Yeah, so you said it. We are a part of the UK Men's Chorus. So everyone in Acousticats is in the men's chorus. We've had a fun spring semester. We've been to New York City over spring break, where we got to sing in the Lincoln Center, and that probably ranks on everybody's top 5 performances of all time. It should be top 3, but probably top 5. And yeah, we sing all kinds of stuff arranged by our coach, Nick Johnson, who's absolutely amazing.
He's a wonderful arranger. I've been keeping my eye on what you all were doing in New York City, and his arrangements are just incredible.
He wrote a song for the UK Men's Chorus called Hard Times, and it's interesting. Our the director of our choir, Dr. Jefferson Johnson, he's super into bluegrass and folk music. And so Nick Johnson wrote kind of like a modern arrangement of an old folk song, and it was absolutely beautiful.
And a Stephen Foster
Yes,
song,
ma'am.
I might add, right?
All Kentucky.
So what are you going to sing for us next?
We will be singing Walkin' in Memphis.
Okay, wonderful. The UK Acousticats on Overtones.
I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of a pouring rain. WCND, won't you look down over me? 'Cause yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Now I'm walking in Memphis. I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis down on Union Avenue. Followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. And I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a field, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air. Reverend Jean, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number. So I sang with all my might, and she said, tell me, are you a Christian child? I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis. Was walking with my feet 10 feet off the field. Walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? I was walking in Memphis. Was walking with my feet 10 feet off the field. Walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Okay, so I can't believe that you have the UK Acoustic Cats here, Renee. It's incredible. This may be,
Score.
please no one take offense, but this may be like my favorite Overtones moments thus far. Yeah, absolutely. So tell me, when you all graduate and as you're leaving this group, this feels like a real like brotherhood and a real family thing. What happens next? What happens after the Acoustic Cats?
We keep singing together.
Okay.
We're friends. We're brothers. Actually, pretty cool. We have a 25th anniversary coming up, and we have a concert Sunday, April 22nd at 4 o'clock at Calvary Baptist Church. But all Acoustic Cats since 1993, when the group was started, are going to be there.
That
And
is
it's about
fantastic.
around 170 guys. And hopefully they can still sing, because we're all singing the national anthem at Keeneland that Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
So
That is fantastic. Now, will most of you go on like professionally into music as well, or is this just something that the majority of you see as a hobby?
yeah, some of us see it as a hobby, and some of us are music majors and plan to have some career in music, whether performing, teaching. I'm music ed myself, so I hope to teach. But Jeremy Robison here actually is a business accounting major. So, you know, he can just be in UK Men's Chorus and be in Acoustic Cats and do this for fun. I mean, that's really what this group is. It's all fun. We gather at the end of the day on Mondays and Wednesdays, and we just jam out.
I can tell it's so much fun. I feel it when they're singing
I
together.
sure do
yeah.
too. And Matthew, you are one of the university's most visible ensembles in the community and beyond, and you've told us some appearances that you've been at earlier in the year and also later. But earlier in the year, we also had Overtones hosted Livia Faith, a contestant on this season of The Voice, and last week we had Marcus Wilkerson, and he's another UK Chorister alum, by the way, and he's traveling to LA today to audition to be the host of the children's show Blue's Clues. So, yeah,
No
I've seen
way.
it. Yeah, no way. Way, right? So in
love that
2000,
show.
yeah, I do too. In 2013, the Acoustic Cats were catapulted to national fame on the NBC show The Sing Off. And that was quite a while ago, but do we have any members of the Acoustic Cats that participated? Did you ever remember watching them on
Absolutely,
TV?
yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
And
when I was in high school, when I was in high school, I went to Tates Creek High School, and I was in the a cappella group there before I came to UK. And Nick Johnson and Ron Wilbur, both members of the Sing Off group, and Nick Johnson still with the Acoustic Cats. They were my coaches there, so it was interesting because I was watching them on TV, but they were also coaching me. So it was really cool to see like behind the scenes of the real people that are on the national television and like see them. They're really down to earth, especially Ron and Nick.
Yeah, so this is wonderful. Do you recall seeing that, Whitney?
I do. I was obsessed.
I was
I'm a
too.
little obsessed with like Pitch Perfect movies and and the sing off.
There's so much to enjoy.
It's
now.
all the harmony. It's the harmony nerd in me. I'd get so excited.
All right, great. Ready?
Come on, skinny love, just last the year. Pour a little salt, we were never here. My, my. Staring at the sink of blood and crushed veneer. I told my love to go and wreck it all. I don't have much to give, but I don't care the ropes and let them fall. What use is money when you need someone to hold? Right at the moment this order's told. And I told you to be patient, I told you to be kind, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind, and in the morning I will be can't have you, I'll be a different cause I'll be holding on the rising storm, and you'll be holding on. You never know the endless nights, nor the rhyming of the rain. How it feels to fall behind you. Come on, to call his name. Leave everything. Don't you see what I can't bring? Can't keep this beating heart I made. Set my midnights out free. I will give you all of me. Just leave your love. Leave him for me. Leave your love. Leave him for me. Come just as you are to me. Don't need apologies. Know that you are worthy. I take your bad days with yours. Walking through the storm, I swear to it all because I love you unconditional, unconditionally. I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear in life. Let go and just be. I will love you unconditionally. Leave your love, leave him for me. Come on, skinny love. wrap your heart's skinny love. I will love you unconditionally.
There we go.
You held auditions, I believe, would it be in August of 2017 or September?
We did in August.
Okay. And where is this journey taking you in this academic school year, and what's up next for the Acousticats?
Well, we will hopefully be doing some sort of tour next year. We're working on that. I'm talking with our coach, Nick Johnson, about that, but no plans solidified yet. But we're excited for the new freshmen if you're in high school right now and a senior and you're coming to UK in the fall. We'd love to see you at auditions if you're a dude. But actually, if you're a girl, go audition for the girls a cappella group. Pause and Listen. I'll put a plug in for them.
Another great group.
They are absolutely amazing this year. Hearing them perform at Voices in Harmony, this has probably been their best year yet. I mean, they were absolutely terrific. So if you're a girl, audition for them. If you're a guy, audition for us. We'd love to see you.
Yes, and we will have to have that group on our Overtones as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I myself am a UK School of Music alum, but let me tell you, we had nothing like this as a course offering when I attended there in the early 80s. And we just so much thank you all for cramming into the green room today. And cramming should be a term that's pretty familiar to you all right now, right? As you prepare for your final concerts and your final exams.
Mm-hmm.
And we all just wish you the best. Let's get a round of applause for the UK Acousticats.
Thank you for having us.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard times come a-knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Oh, weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home. Far away, far away, far away.
Yeah.
I heard that. Dude, I heard that.